I gave him his first camera when we went to Yellowstone. You were little, 8, 9. He found a moose and we had to sit in Yellowstone, honest to God, for 2 to 3 hours for him to get the perfect picture of this moose.
This is the photo she was talking about. And this is the lens that I took it on. This lens is 14 years old. This lens is so old that when I took this picture, I still look like this. This little piece of plastic is a huge pain in my ass. It's so shaky that just to use it, it requires a tripod and a remote trigger for your camera. That means something you plug into your camera to click the shutter button so it doesn't shake the camera. Plus the focus ring on it's broken so you cannot get smooth focus pulls. But the craziest thing about this lens, it still fits on every single one of my cameras. Just holding this lens takes me back to a time in my life where things were just so much simpler and easier. I was also 11 years old. Macro settings, manual I didn't know what any of this was. I kept my camera on automatic. But it was a time in my life where before I was worrying about video, before you had to worry about audio, it was just photos. It was just you, the camera, some film, and the photos that you would get a couple weeks down the road once they got developed. My only complaint about filming all the time is when you're filming everything, you always forget to take photos of anything. But photos are magical too. But I think I figured out a way to change that today. Today we're going to do something new and very challenging. Everything that's on my schedule today is either boring to you or I can't tell you about it. So I'm going to go about my day the exact same as I normally would, except every time I see a photo that I would want to take, I'm going to stop, take out my tripod, set up the camera, and hit record instead of shutter. That way I'm kind of capturing windows of time. It's like a moving photograph. Now to make it a little more challenging, I'm going to film the entire video on my childhood lens. When this lens came out, there was no such thing as HD. So to honor how old this lens is, I am going to film today's video in 720. I think I can get a beautiful picture out of this. It's not about the gear all the time. No camera movements, no lenses except for this extremely zoomed in, super old fellow, and no HD. With nothing but what I had when I was 9 years old, let's see if we can make something cool. I just realized I just spent the last 5 hours shooting the footage on that old lens, and I haven't used that lens in over 10 years. I really hope it was working. The way I try to structure these videos is like film shots, like pretty shots with music, and then life, and then more shots with me. You see there's a rhythm to it. Right now, it's 6:15, which means for the next hour, it is the absolute perfect lighting for photography and drone stuff. Every single part of the life bit today just hasn't been that interesting, or I've had to be super secretive. I want to tell you where I'm going, I'm just not allowed to yet. So right now, we're just gonna go out and fly the drone, and we'll have a second musical drone footage awesomeness part of this video. And that seems fine with me. Who wants one? Sit. Bang. Bang. Oh, one more. Bang. One more. Hitch. Wait, don't roll over yet. Wait, sit. Hitch, I haven't done it. This is the first time I've ever done a question of the day at the end of one of my videos. It will occur at the end of every video until I forget, and then it will reappear as soon as I remember. What is one thing you could do every day that would inspire you? And if you don't answer, you'll have bad luck for like 40 years.